Hello, my name is Hannah Pratt. Today I'm going to give my speech over capital punishment, a matter of ethics. Capital punishment is one of the most controversial topics in today's society. The arguments between abolitionists and retentionists have flashed since it's become popular in the 18th century. Regardless of differing opinions, it's a proven fact that capital punishment is an effective method of reducing and controlling crime rates, which in turn ensures the protection of innocent lives. By enforcing capital punishment, our justice system will be able to take control of many of the rising issues in society today. This might seem like a harsh solution. However, it is the only way in which we will be able to reestablish the respect and appreciation for our justice system. On one side, there are those who are in opposition to the idea of capital punishment. Abolitionists oppose capital punishment and do not believe it is the duty of our justice system to sentence anyone to death, regardless of severity of crimes that are committed. They believe that sentencing a criminal to life in prison is an adequate resolution to protecting the public from harm. Because of the risk of someone being unjustly executed for committing a crime, abolitionists agree that the death penalty should be completely abolished. They often argue that due to prevalence of discrimination within the justice system, many innocent people are victims of capital punishment, and because they don't have the money or necessary means to properly defend themselves in the court of law, their defense is limited. On the opposite side of the spectrum, there are those who argue that capital punishment is an effective and necessary role of the justice system. Retentionists firmly support the death penalty and contend that it is the duty of our justice system to enforce legalized execution. They believe that by forcing capital punishment, the knowledge of the possible consequences will discourage similar offenses from occurring. According to the news article, Capital Punishment, The Debate by Jason Sweet, not all states enforce the death penalty. In the article, Mr. Sweet wrote that as of June 2010, 35 states support the death penalty. 15 states did not. Death by lethal injection is the most commonly used form of execution. However, this has not always been the case. Thousands of years ago, even minor crimes were punishable by death. Unlike today, the methods that were used were much less humane. These methods include bullying, beheading, quartering, and burning at the stake. According to APHF.org, the electric chair, also known as the hot seat, is responsible for more than 1,000 deaths. It's only still used in a handful of states, but only under certain conditions, which these conditions have to be pretty bad. The amount of crime in today's world is sickening, and I can only wonder what it will be like in the next 10, 20, 30 years. Will our justice system become more lenient or more strict? I don't think that capital punishment will ever truly disappear. It might become obsolete in several states as a method of execution, but it will always be a prevalent subject of conversation. Of course, not everyone will ever agree on a solution. There will always be abolitionists arguing that it's inhumane, and there will always be retentionists insisting that capital punishment is always the answer. The fact remains that we as society must be diligent in ensuring that we create a peaceful environment by addressing the crimes that are committed with a fair but always balanced justice system. So that's my speech on capital punishment, and whether you're persuasive to abolitionist or retentionist. Thank you.